he doesn't know. He will keep snoring. We have different kind of snoring. Hear this one. Hear this one. Now, what causes this? Normally, when you are awake, look at the way air passes through your nostril and your mouth. Look at it. Can you see this arrow? You see the arrow? This arrow is showing the line through which air gets, that is oxygen gets into your system, and so on and so forth. Now, when you want to sleep, when you're about going to bed, when you lie down, this is what you see. You can see air is still passing through, oxygen is still passing through, and so on and so forth. But something happened immediately you close your eyes. Immediately you get into REM. You know, we have different sleeping level. REM period in sleeping is when there is rapid eye movement. That time you have already gone far. What happens at that moment? Look at what happens. The tongue has gone back and covered the entire region through which air can pass through. You can see the arrow. Look at where the arrow stopped. That green arrow. It cannot pass through. Why? Because the tongue has gone back and blocked the airways. Not just that. There are other things, tonsil and everything that helps in blocking the airways, and so on and so forth. That is why anybody that is snoring, the person always stop breathing several times. Have you been with somebody and you notice that the person is snoring? After some time, you will hear one last and the person will remain. You will not hear noise again. That time the person has stopped breathing. Breath is no longer passing. Oxygen is no longer passing. The person has stopped breathing. It will take for a while. After the brain have signaled that it's not getting oxygen, after the brain is suffering from lack of air, lack of oxygen, the brain will signal, give a signal, an electric signal that will wake the person up. Do you understand? Now, if the person is suffering from central apnea, because we have a obstructive apnea and central apnea. If the person is suffering from central apnea and the brain does not, the only go more straight. Do you understand? So when the brain now go there, you see the person now go, the person will now turn again. Breeze will start, air oxygen will start going again. After some time again, the whole thing will come out short again. Bam. The major challenge here is the tongue. Look at it. Look at it. The major challenge is the tongue. The tongue is blocking the airways. Now use your brain. What are you going to do so that the tongue will not be blocking the airways? Because if this thing continue like this, there are several issues that it will cause. So it causes a lot of issues. It causes a lot of issues. If you do not buy during sleeping, then it can cause issues like high blood pressure, heart diseases, irregular heartbeat, stroke, diabetes, and lots more. Also, it causes amomad. Watch all the men that are having that are snoring. Watch them. Their bone no dey stand. Their bone is it can't even be strong. Why? Because of this snoring. Do you understand? One thing about this snoring is that when it is happening, you that is snoring, you don't even know. You don't even know. You're not aware of what is happening. It's only when you wake up, people around will start telling you, do you understand? What are you going to do to salvage this problem at this point in time? First of all, if you're extremely fat or if you're obese, you need to work on your weight. Do you understand me? Because that's what we call tonsil. Because if you're fat, you have a very large tonsil, and that large tonsil, I mean fat in your tonsil. This fat and so on and so forth will be blocking the airways. Do you understand? That's number one. Number two, excessive knacking. Excessive knacking. Don't be knacking too much. You want to prove to a woman that you can knack, or you want to prove to your wife that you are too much. You come out. You start knacking. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 rounds. And the 5th round, when you get draw. And so on and so forth. Once there is excessive knacking, it makes the entire tongue everywhere. It makes it weak. And so on and so forth. Before every time, assured oxygen, no way to pass through. So if you're knacking, knack moderately. Do you understand? Knacking is supposed to be 3 to 4 times in a week. Knacking. Supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be. 3 to 4 times in a week. That's how it's supposed to be. But today, people are now practicing knacking 3 to 4 times per night. 3 to 4 times. Do you understand? So you have to watch your knacking. You need to watch it. Do you understand? Another thing is this. There is a machine called CPAP machine. CPAP machine, you wear it like mask. It also exists. You can even find CPAP machine. I think you can even find it on Jumia and other online marketing platform. You can find it. CPAP machines, you can wear it before you go to sleep. That one, if you wear it and so on and so forth, it will prevent you from what? Snoring. Do you understand? Another thing you should do, which is very, very good, is your sleeping position. When you're sleeping and you're facing up, as you're facing up, the tongue will block the entire place. Just like in the diagram I showed you, look at. You see, this person is facing up. As he's facing up, you can see there's no way for the air to pass through. There's no way for air to pass through. Since there's no way for air to pass through, everything blocks, so air cannot pass through. Do you understand? Good. So you can find a better way to sleep. You can sleep sideways, but even if you sleep sideways, it can equally probably make it again. So the best way to sleep is to find a way you can put your head so that the tongue will be coming out instead of going back. Do you understand? Even if you can place 2 pillows like this, one pillow like this, one pillow like this, so that they'll be opening at the center. You put your head at one of the pillow, be facing down somehow, so that there will be space for you to breathe. You understand me? Even if your face can hang with the pillow like this, so that there will be space. Even if your tongue is, also the government saliva should be pouring out, but be alive. Tomorrow morning you wake up, you clean up the bed, everything. Do you understand? But the problem is this: once you maintain that position now, from there you start sleeping. From there, but once you turn face up again. That's the problem. So that's where the work of the person that is sleeping with you to tell you what you do. Anytime you do like, he will touch you, so that you sleep normal. Do you understand? So that is it. Then finally, one thing you can do to help yourself is this: if you have money, get salmonate. Get salmonate, very, very important. Get allicin. It's very, very important. It can help you. It will help you a lot. Do you understand? Washing out all those things, all those fat and cholesterol that is blocking all those areas, and so on and so forth. Salmonate, allicin, and Trentis are very, very essential. It will help you as well. Practice this, and you're going to get better.